this case, a deficit stiff leg. The reason I like the deficit over everything else is because it's teaching me to pull in a neutral spine position, which is what most people do wrong. Most people, when they deadlift, have a tendency to overarch their back. Everybody's so afraid of the rounded back like this that they end up doing this. The problem with this position overarch like this when I tilt my pelvis is my hammies right now are not in a good leverage position. You basically stretch them to the max like this, especially on the attachment, which means when I pull, they just cannot take the stress of a heavy deadlift. So literally, you're going to tell them off. That's what you're doing by overarching your back. You're going to tell them off, which eventually they're going to atrophy because you keep turning them off instead of using them. So the biggest problem with this position is this. That's going to force me to load my quads and my lower back and disengage the hammies and the glutes to a certain effect. So obviously you don't want to do that. So how do we fix this? Well, we're going to start basically pulling on the floor like this and try to learn what is a neutral spine. And this is to me the best exercise to teach that position. So I like the deficit because in that position there is just no way for me to over-tilt my pelvis. It would make my legs bend right away. So what I want is I want to stay soft knees, so not locked, just soft. Come over the bar and basically keep my back straight but not overarch from this position and just pull. So when I do this right there, I'm exactly in the neutral position. The trick here is to not load your back. I know this sounds weird, but you do not want to load your back first when you load for deadlift. What you want is you want to push through your abs, especially through your low abs. So when I'm in the position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load my abs as hard as I can into the bar to load the lower abs. So literally, I lift the weight with my lower abs, not with my back. Here, this is where everything is obliques into lower back. This is the pillar of strength, your obliques into your lower back. This engages, your spine is safe. It's stabilized correctly, you're in neutral, you are strong. This is how I'm going to load 1,000 pounds on the yoke to walk with it, through my oblique, through my lower abs. Here, I'm not going to load my lower back into a yoke and walk 1,000 pounds like that. That would be the last time I ever walked, probably. I'm going to use obliques into my lower abs. This is your pillar of strength right here. So that's what I'm going to use when I deadlift. So I'm going to be right here, and through my abs, lift. Okay? I reset, don't touch and go, because if you touch and go, you're going to start doing this. In this position, what do? Overarch my back, overtilt my pelvis, disengage this, put it on my quads and lower back. So again, soft knees, and I push through my abs, all the way up. Reset, keep my hammies engaged, push through my abs, lift. If I were to do it off the ground, it's the same thing basically. I'm going to keep my knees soft, slightly bent, and push through my abs. The problem with this is it's easier to do this, to overarch again and lift from there. It's exactly what I don't want. This is why I like to teach through deficit, because I feel through deficit you just cannot avoid the neutral spine position. Okay? Any question? Shoot me in comments.